Today, I plan to discuss tax returns according to what's being said at the IRS, the potential fourth stimulus check included in the Build Back Better plan, and Biden's military spending budget and the pushback coming from his own party. Hello, and welcome to today's April 19th daily news report, as well as stimulus check information video. If you're a subscribed member of my community, then welcome back. And if you're not, consider subscribing right now for all the best news updates and smart money tips. All right, now don't forget to subscribe to the subscriber appreciation giveaway that my wife and I are doing. All you have to do is enter your email. It's never sold to anybody. It's only used to pick the winners. We're going to pick 12 winners to get one of my amazing hats, and 6 of those are going to randomly have $300 in cash show up with that hat. I'm so excited to do that giveaway. That will end at the end of this month. All right, now regarding the IRS tax returns, the IRS is saying that they are still millions of tax filings behind for last year, or the 2019 tax filing. They're saying that people should expect delays in this year's tax refund or tax return. I hate to be the one to report this because I know how many of you in the community would benefit from getting your tax refund right now. But I did want to just let you know that the head of the IRS is just saying, we are so far behind, we're actually still working on last year's returns. Now, I hope it comes soon for you, but as of right now, the IRS is saying we are understaffed, overwhelmed because of the lockdown, last year's tax filings, being understaffed, and dealing with the most recent $1,400 stimulus check. So they're just really super far behind. Now, 53 members of the House of Representatives have said that they want a fourth stimulus check to be included in President Biden's Build Back Better plan. There are also 21 senators that want to see additional stimulus included in the next spending bill. So that's 74 people in Congress that are petitioning and trying to gather energy around a fourth stimulus check. Now, whether that will happen or not, I don't know, but it's in the news and you guys are asking, so I'm reporting. So I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm also not saying it won't happen, because it is gaining more recognition as a potential viable option in the Build Back Better plan. Now, letters about the need for more stimulus check or a recurring set of stimulus, maybe at a lower rate, but month to month, from leaders in the House of Representatives and in the Senate have been sent to President Joe Biden's office. But as of the recording of this video, President Biden or his team have not even responded to any of these members of Congress. There are millions of Americans that have lost their unemployment benefits or found themselves working less hours because of cutbacks. It's because of these people that these leaders of Congress are saying there needs to be more stimulus. These people aren't making enough and they don't get unemployment. They're just kind of lost in the middle, but still are falling behind on their bills. And these are the people that they're mostly pushing for. So just as I did my research, okay? Now, Senator Ron Wyden, a Democrat from Oregon, said regarding additional stimulus, he said families should not be at the mercy of constantly shifting legislative timelines and ad hoc solutions. So he's basically saying, you guys keep getting the American people's hopes up, and then you push back the timeline. Then you get people's hopes up, then you push back the timeline. And just when we're about to make progress, you start all these ad hoc additions and throwing new ideas in that just slows down the process of actually getting something done for the American people. And I completely agree with Senator Wyden, because I've been reporting on this for a year now, and this is exactly what they're doing. We are all at the mercy of their shifting timelines. Okay. Now, by the way, I just want to say thank you so much for giving my videos a like. It helps me with YouTube. It also helps get this information out to more people. And I love, love, love bringing my community the news. All right, now I had a thought over the weekend. You know how politicians are always saying that Social Security is going to go broke in the future or it will run out of money? But somehow they keep coming up with billions and billions of dollars to send to foreign countries versus just sticking that money in the Social Security program to ensure that our own older citizens are taken care of. Now, this is not a Republican problem. This is not a Democrat problem. This is an American people problem. Both parties are guilty of sending billions and billions of dollars to foreign nations while letting Social Security continue to lose money year after year after year. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Doesn't that seem weird? Them always saying, we're broke, we can't help Social Security, it's going to run out of money, yet they always come up with hundreds of billions of dollars to send to other countries. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Now, on the topic of student loan debt forgiveness, the person in charge of giving an opinion on how much President Biden can forgive and whether it should be done in the Build Back Better plan or as an executive order has not gotten back to President Biden yet or to the White House staff. So I'll be reporting more on that, but I wanted to let you know that has been requested of the proper individual, and we're just waiting to hear back from that individual. Now, I'm curious to know, and please let me know in the comments, I want to hear from you, what would be better, a stimulus check or eliminating student loan debt? Let me know in the comments which one would be better for you. Just say a stimulus check would be better or student loan forgiveness would be better. I'm just trying to gather information so I know what you guys want to hear more about. Now, the question has come up. Are President Biden and former President Trump in a war on who can go bigger with military spending? President Biden announced last week that he plans to spend even more money on the military budget than President Trump did. He is proposing a $715 billion military budget while saying he wants to bring troops home. So he's kind of giving mixed signals there. As of right now, the U.S. military spends $1 million per minute, or about $2 billion a day, to keep the United States safe or to help with other countries or to maintain and run bases. Senator Bernie Sanders is asking, what is President Biden thinking? The U.S. spends more on military than the next 12 countries combined. Trump increased the budget temporarily to upgrade military equipment, but that does not mean that we should keep a massive military budget. Again, this is coming from Senator Sanders. Sanders went on to say, it is time for us to take a serious look at the massive cost overrun, the waste, and the fraud that currently exists at the Pentagon. So Sanders is calling out the Pentagon for being wasteful of American tax dollars. Now, Congressional Progressive Caucus Chair Pramila Jayapal, I hope I said that right, said it even more bluntly. We're in the middle of a crisis that has left millions of Americans unable to afford food, rent, and bills. But at the same time, we're dumping billions of dollars into a bloated Pentagon budget. Don't increase the defense spending, cut it, and invest the money in our communities. So within the Democratic Party, Joe Biden's party, there's now fighting going on the military budget and how much money should be spent on the military versus the American people, okay? So perhaps reviewing and switching up where and how the U.S. is spending money would give the U.S. government more resources to take care of the country and their countrymen. Perhaps this is where Representative Ilhan Omar and Jayapal and Senator Sanders believe there is more room to include a fourth stimulus check to the American people versus putting that into the military spending. I'd like to know what you think. Is the United States spending too much money on military protection? We spend more than the next 12 countries, unless they're not being truthful about their military spending. Anyway, I'd be curious to know in the comments What do you think? Is our military budget and the Pentagon budget too bloated, and that money should be redirected at maybe social infrastructure like they want to see in the second $2 trillion spending bill? Let me know in the comments. As of right now, these three, Omar, Jayapal, and Sanders, and 50 others in the House of Representatives and in the Senate, do want to see a fourth stimulus check included in President Biden's $2 trillion Build Back Better plan. So they're pushing for that. Now, Democrat Representative Mark Pocan of Wisconsin said, we cannot best build back better if the Pentagon's budget is larger than what it was under Donald Trump. So you see how Biden's getting some pushback? On one hand, they're saying, don't spend more than President Trump. And on the other, they're saying, I can't believe you allowed President Trump to do more spending than you. I can't imagine what it's like to be President Biden, just pulled back and forth over and over again. Now, over the weekend, President Biden said he would not be increasing the number of refugees allowed to enter into the United States. However, he was inundated with members of his own party calling him out to increase this number. And so later in the day, President Biden announced that he would be increasing the number of refugees that are allowed to come into the country, and then blamed former President Trump for setting the number too low. So it wasn't that he was backtracking or was too weak and fell into the demands of his party. It was that President Trump had just made that number too low. Okay, this is according to what I'm reading in the news. Okay. Now, Dogecoin is a cryptocurrency that is getting a lot of attention right now. It originally started out as a joke and then became a meme with a cute little husky-looking dog, but now it seems to be getting some serious traction. It saw an increase in value of over 500% last week and then had a big drop over the weekend. As of today, though, it is starting to climb again in value. Many younger Americans are saying they believe crypto is their greatest path to becoming a millionaire, while others are warning this could be the biggest Ponzi scheme bubble in U.S. history. So I'd also be curious to know, what are your thoughts on crypto? Now, keep in mind, there's going to be scammers trying to get you with a picture of me to text you or say, let me give you information about Bitcoin or Doge. That is not me. That is a scammer. Report it and move on, okay? Now, I'm not against crypto, and it's something that I actually study on a daily basis. But personally, I only put in money that I'm 100% comfortable with losing, because this thing could be a giant bubble that's about to pop, right? But it could also be big. So just be very, very careful if you're interested in crypto in my community. Now, a few months back, I told my community that Amazon Studios was planning to create a Lord of the Rings TV series, which I'm super excited about. Amazon released that it will be spending $465 million on season 1. Okay, now to give context, that's more than most major movie productions. That's also $365 million more than what was spent by HBO on the hit series Game of Thrones. It's also $365 million more than what Netflix spent on creating the TV series The Crown per season, okay? So Amazon is getting ready to throw big money at popular actors, sets, and CGI. I, for one, look forward to seeing what a $500 million TV series actually looks like. All right, now this is my update for today. I hope you had a great weekend. As I know more, I will definitely come on and share more. Make sure to go register to be one of the 12 winners of one of my amazing hats and one of the 6 that secretly has $300 snuck into the hat when it arrives. Before I let you go, I just wish to remind you that you are amazing. I appreciate you being in my community, and I'll see you on the next video.